People in Boston will pay homage to a local artist who wove new connections between cultures by working primarily in textiles. Before she passed away in 2008, Teresa India Young was active as an artist and teacher in Boston for 30 years, much of that time while living at the Piano Factory in the South End. Her work is strongly grounded in the traditions of West Africa, but those traditions have been widely influential, whether in quilts made by Americans or in the work of artists in Europe. And to encourage a new generation of artists to follow and extend her path, there will be an ethnic weaving scholarship fundraiser. To tell us about the work and the event are two local artists on the scholarship committee, Veronique and Epiter and Susan Thompson. Thank you both very much for being with us.
Thank you. Thank you.
Start with Susan. Tell me about Teresa India Young and what you see as important in her work.
Well, she, like you said, she did weave a lot of connections between different cultures. And her weavings, well, they speak for themselves, but they show a connection between Africa and people of the diaspora.
You know, sometimes people look at these things and they say, oh, it's bright colors, it looks nice on the wall, but I think there's more to it than that.
There is more to it. There's symbols in her work that are reflective of the African culture. There are
well, these are things that not only
African design, yes.
They're not just meant to be looked at, but I guess these are things that have a purpose, whether it's a social purpose or something even more functional too. Veronique, what do you see in these? Yeah.
To me, she didn't want to just produce objects. They had a spiritual dimension, and it was not something just for decoration, but something that carried a message.
Exactly.
Yes.
What kind of message do you see in some of these, Susan?
Well, there's a connection to the Creator, a connection to her people, a connection to Africa.
Now, she had gone to more than one country in Africa, and I think she went to other parts of the world as well in finding her inspirations.
I know for a fact that she went to Ghana, and in Ghana she studied and she produced a body of work, of drawings that reflected the culture around her, what she saw.
Veronique, as far as the way Teresa influenced your work, what would you point to? If not the art itself, I guess maybe in your feeling about your work, maybe.
Yes, what I can say is the connection between us was very dynamic because of Teresa's incredible energy. And even though she's no longer with us in body, she's with us in spirit. We can feel her presence in different situations. What she did is she really encouraged artists to be primarily who they really are, creative people. Even though they are the everyday struggles of life, we were born with a gift, and we have this mission to keep the gift alive and basically share it with others, not just keep it to ourselves. So we're producing these works. It's not just for fun that we are doing them. We're putting our soul, our time, our energy into these works. We have to share them with the world. And I believe that that's where she really influenced me, because she never let me stop. No matter how tired or even sometimes uninspired I was, she was putting together these shows, and she wanted us to be a part of the shows. And she called us and said, bring something, you are in. That's...
Right. Susan, I guess the idea of helping artists follow in the same way, maybe not exactly because each artist has their own path, but talk about how the scholarship is meant to help somebody.
Well, the scholarship is meant to encourage a student who will be ethnic weaving. And they're getting this scholarship because they have excelled, because they have shown that they're qualified and deserving. So I think it will be a great encouragement to whoever gets it, that someone cared enough to give them a scholarship. someone wanted to encourage them. So that's very important. And this is what Teresa wanted to her legacy to be, that she helped someone, or many people actually.
Veronique, you have an event coming up on January 24th, the fundraiser, and obviously you want people to chip into the scholarship, but talk about what's going to be going on at the event, because this is an artistically interesting event.
Yes, the event is actually called a gala because we will have a wonderful reception and everyone is invited. There are 14 artists who are participating, so their work is there, and the work has been some way donated because we actually have decided that people will have a silent auction and the proceeds will go half to the scholarship fund, which is our goal and purpose, and the other half to the artists.
And we should mention the time and place of this?
Yes, it will be at the Harriet Tubman's house, which is also under the auspice of the United South End Settlements, 566 Columbus Avenue in Boston, in the South End, at the crossroads of Mass Ave and Columbus Ave. And it will be from 6 to 8 p.m. on the 24th of January, on Thursday. There is actually a website, www.uses.org.
Yes. Thank you both very much, Veronique Epiter and Susan Thompson.